Yo, what is going on, my beautiful brothers and sisters, fellow radiators of love? My name is Jamal Pope, aka J Phoenix, and this is going to be your daily tarot and astrology reading for Tuesday, August 13th of 2024. Thank you so much for joining me in this video. Hopefully, you guys are having a wonderful start to your week. Let's go ahead and hop into the cards and let's see what the planets have to say so we can see how you can be better prepared to navigate the celestial energies. Ace of Wands. I love this card. This definitely does bring some nice, just a nice spark, some fresh energy, if you will. Just, giving you the confidence to take on the challenges of the day and move forward and, just have confidence, courage, going for it, bringing that spark. That's followed by, you got the Wheel of Fortune here. Wow, this is actually a nice little combination right here. This is a very nice little combination. I think it can definitely be a very nice day. We can be feeling more fortunate, feeling like the wheels are turning. I feel like this Ace of Wands is definitely going to be providing a nice opportunity for us. Of course, the moon does move into Sag, and that does make the energy a little bit lighter, a little bit more jovial, kind of looking more on the positive side of things, not necessarily wanting to neglect things, but definitely a little bit more happy-go-lucky than this moon in Scorpio. So I think that's a very positive thing that we have going on with that. Now, I don't know why I keep going back to this thing. But as you guys can see, we do have that moon that is going to go into Sagittarius here on Tuesday, early Tuesday morning. Now, of course, before it did that, it did make a trine over to Neptune, and it did oppose Uranus. Of course, this happened more in the evening or the early morning. So I would say, in Europe, this is happening. You're like waking up to this energy in Europe, essentially. If you're in Asia or anything like that, this is like throughout your day and getting even more toward like your afternoon, almost getting towards like your evening and stuff like that. But we did have that energy going on. This moon in Scorpio definitely brought with it its fair share of deep feels, especially with a square to the sun here. And, definitely, has had a bit of a psychological edge here, especially with the opposition to Uranus. And, whenever you get oppositions, those energies are battling each other. So you have two planets that are in fall, and they would prefer to swap places. So there's ironically some mutual reception here, where it's like, even if emotionally we may not necessarily be on the same page as someone else or on other people, or even see the value, or even maybe even have the same values, it's like you can kind of relate to people in just the simple fact that there is something that they care about or something that they value, even if you don't necessarily value the same thing. It's going to be a dumb example, but it's like, say, someone's favorite car is a Corvette, and someone's favorite car is a Mustang. And maybe the person that likes Corvettes hates Mustangs, but the person that hates that likes or the person that loves the Corvettes hates the Mustangs. The person that loves the Mustangs hates the Corvettes for some reason, right? They may not be able to see eye to eye, but they can almost appreciate the other person's appreciation for the car in and of itself. Like that's kind of where it comes from right there. So it's like it's not the subject per se, it's the overall energy. I guess it's the objective, if you will. Just like how, yes, you may not necessarily, like an individual or understand an individual, but there is someone out there that does. You know what I mean? There is that person is someone's brother or sister or mother or father or sibling, whatever like that. So, and they have those connections with that individual. So that's really what's important. I think that this opposition and it coming off of, like I said, the square to the sun, it's like, look, yeah, you're definitely not going to see eye to eye on everyone, and some things are definitely going to get dramatized, and certain emotions may get dramatized and everything like that, and people may put up like their icy walls with the Scorpio energy, and Scorpio moons, y'all kind of do this naturally anyways. That's why you guys are a bit intense. You guys are almost a little bit more intense than even the sun is Scorpio. Like moon Scorpio people, y'all can be a little bit intense and stuff like that, but I think it's because since your emotions are so deep and they are so intense, it makes the energy very, very magnetic. So I would describe the last few days as rather magnetic in the energy. So I think it's like, we can, have like an appreciation for someone else's appreciation of said thing, even if we don't necessarily, have that same appreciation, if that makes sense. So it's that energy behind it that means the most, right? But like I said, the moon is going to be going into Sag early in the morning here on that day. And we will see it, of course, make an immediate sextile over to Pluto. This brings up a nice opportunity to even transform those relationships, being that now it is, sextiling up the planet in Aquarius, which of course Uranus is dispositing, right? So this actually will allow us to even transform the quality of those relationships and, a very nice way, in a Sagittarius way, you know what I'm saying? I'll bring a little bit of hope and stuff like that to it. But we will, of course, see that moon make a square over to Mercury retrograde here at 1 degrees. So, that could definitely bring up some interesting challenges when it comes to, communicating maybe some of our, I would say with Virgo, you know, there could be some, difficulties in communicating our perceptions and how we view things, if you will. Some of our ideas with the Virgo energy, some of the ways that we kind of organize things to maybe hard to like, you know, communicate that sort of stuff, if you will. But this is going to be a very quick transit. We're not going to really feel this too much. It's like the beginning part of the day. So if you're going into the office and someone kind of pops off, whatever like that, or there's like some weird breakdown in communication, it's probably very, very minor. This is not going to last very long. So I really, really wouldn't harp on this energy. Now, the main thing of the day transit wise is that Mars does hit 16 degrees and officially begin its conjunction to Jupiter. That's definitely going to spice things up, especially with the moon in Sag. So there's definitely going to be this even greater expansive quality when it comes to, the communication of our actions and how that really starts to expand, or just language in general being fiery, being passionate, and especially with the moon and Sag, people are definitely going to be, shooting from the hip a little bit with that moon, wearing their hearts on their sleeve or on their thigh more so, because Sagittarius rules the thighs. But it does very much so give me like wear your heart on your sleeve kind of energy, and people shooting from the hip. That's kind of the energy where it's like, people can be, the energy, the communication can be very fast, it can be very passionate, it can be very hot. You want to just kind of be careful too about, how you're kind of navigating that energy. That's why I said, like, with these two cards, though, I do think it does bring some positive energy here too. It brings some new energy, some freshness, so people aren't just, super, I guess, heavy, if you will. And the moon in Scorpio can be a bit heavy. You know what I'm saying? We have more of this, Venus and Virgo can feel a little bit heavier because it is in its detriment, or not detriment. It's in its fall. We have quite a few planets that were in fall. So now that this moon is in a place where it can feel a little bit lighter, we're gonna feel that load lift a little bit. Final card of the day, I do have the Sun card in reverse. So I think, just channeling, I think we have to, like, kind of like how I said earlier, where we may not necessarily agree or see eye to eye with someone on something. And when I'm saying this, I'm saying the disagreement or what you may not agree on. I think this isn't necessarily from the standpoint of, like, things that will have like a massive impact on our life. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I think it could potentially, like, as far as like morals and what you believe in and stuff like that. But I think these are just simply things that make someone's life better. And I think the fact that the Sun card is coming up here, which is reminding me of the Leo energy, which is like to not take it so seriously. You know what I mean? So it's like, Sometimes I think we could take things too seriously. I think sometimes people could take their disagreements too seriously. And it's like, we gotta even get, and I kind of was hesitating to say this, but I can't hesitate because I gotta be raw and authentic. It's like, we kind of gotta get back to the days where people can vote for different candidates and they can still be friends. Like that, we need to get back to those days. Like this whole thing of like, you know, cutting people out of your lives because they vote for a different guy when neither of these people are going to do anything for you personally anyways, and neither of these people know you personally anyways. Like, we need to put that shit like behind us. Like, we need to stop doing that. Like for real. We need to stop putting these people on their pedestals, whatever like that. They may be able to do some things, but they can't do everything. They really can't. So we need to kind of get back to, not cutting. We need to get back to like not cutting people out of our lives just because they vote for someone different or they like something slightly low. So long as it's not coming in and like drastically impacting your life and impacting the quality of your life, or whoever's opinion, because I think that's what it really comes down to. I think it's opinions and beliefs. Like we gotta be able to get past that. You gotta be able to get past that. Like you know what I mean? It's like I have friends who are probably more liberal, some that are more conservative, everything in between. Like we gotta be able to, appreciate the full range of, human thoughts and ideas and, ways of being. That's what makes us cool and unique. If everyone was the fucking same and everyone's a gray blob, that would be boring as fuck. You know what I'm saying? We need challenges. We need differences of opinion. We need to do that because otherwise we wouldn't even appreciate our own stance. You know what I'm saying? So I think a day like today can maybe help us to appreciate our stance and our light, our sun and what we bring to the table and everything like that. But by also seeing, someone else maybe bringing their light to the table and stuff like that. And even if we may not necessarily get it, so long as that's not coming in and like negatively, and it's not like negatively impacting your life, as in like, actually like decreasing the overall quality of your life. If somebody says something mean to you on the internet, or someone says something mean about, a certain group of people, but your day looks, outside of that, your day looks relatively the same, why are you spending so much energy on disliking or hating an individual or a group of people if virtually your day-to-day life hasn't shifted? Just an honest question. You need to get back to being able to not have everything in common with our friends, our family, our loved ones, our spouses, our kids. You don't have to have everything in common with them. We got to get back to that and appreciating true diversity, not forced fucking diversity. Brilliance. Discover your sparkle. I think this pretty much says it. Discover your sparkle and appreciate the sparkles of those around you. That's going to do it for your daily tarot and astrology reading for this Tuesday, August 13th. I trust that this message will assist you on your journey today. If you found this message at all helpful, be sure to give this video a like, share this video with your friends, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. But in any event, y'all take care, stay blessed, have a wonderful Tuesday, and I will see you all on the next astrology and tarot video. Peace.